We could begin this story in a few places. It seems fitting to come here first. It's 2003, and Tampa Bay's the center of the football universe. Winning a Super Bowl has a way of doing that. With flags in the air and standing room only, guys like Barber and Sapp and Brooks celebrate the biggest moment of their Buccaneer lives. While times may have changed, the mission remains the same. Fast forward to 2020, where this Buccaneer story takes a turn for the unexpected.
Bruce Arians is confident waking up, so I can only imagine him feeling confident getting Tom Brady, what that must look like and feel like for him.
The Bucs have been confident all day, and anytime you reach out to anyone in the organization, it's almost like they didn't want to jinx it.
Any other time, this would turn Tampa Bay into a pirate parade. But this isn't like any other time. And if Tom Brady to the Buccaneers is unexpected, then what comes next is unimaginable.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. Here's what we know.
Epidemiologists have been predicting, saying that this kind of thing was inevitable for a very, very long time. We are looking at something unprecedented in our lifetime.
There is no normal anymore. This is different.
It's like, I don't know. I mean, we got nothing.
So where does that leave us? The Bucs appear ready to chase their goals. But with the nation on pause, they're left to wonder if their pursuit will be possible.
I hope everybody's healthy, your families are healthy. Hopefully football can be a little bit of a bright light.
I think it's definitely going to affect everything moving forward. I think we're in unprecedented times.
The first ever virtual NFL draft is officially open.
When your phone starts vibrating, it kind of just, you get this like wave of, excitement and fear and, all these emotions.
I didn't know what was going to play when I retired. I didn't know I was going to come out of retirement.
The new jersey I'm wearing, I'm prepared to give them every bit of commitment that I've had my entire career to be the best I could be, to help this team be the best it could be. I'm going to give it everything I got, like I've done everything in my life for as long as I've been playing this sport.
I think you got to take quite a little bit off it, so it's kind of in between her, I think.
For me, this time of year, this is kind of what I'm doing anyways.
Let's see if the wind can help it enough.
I did all my hard work 16 years ago. There's not a lot that I need to keep up with other than what I have right in front of me, which is my family. This signing, this Brady signing, obviously the business of football is going on as well as it can without really going on. Golic wants you on your show. NFL Network wants you to come on the show. Do Tiki's show that same day, that Tuesday. It's surreal is what it is. Those 3 or 4 hours that I was busy talking about Tom Brady, I wasn't thinking about coronavirus. I'm on a couple of text streams with my best buddies, and we banter about it all day long, whether it's breaking news, whether it's the effect that it's having on the economy. These transactions have to happen, right? If they don't happen, you're talking about canceling the season. I do remember we played up in New England. I was a pretty good blitzer. I could get to the quarterback, whatever. He called a play that was running away from me, and I can't tell you how many times I saw this play versus Bark, and I ran down the line of scrimmage, tackle for loss, easy tackle for loss, just like, oh, where did he come from? Damn, all right, 2nd and 12, calls play, line stunts away from me. I'm on the move, running to go make this tackle for loss. Tom Brady comes out from under center, hands it to the running back, and stiff arms me. And I'm like, wait a minute. You can't do that. You can't do that. It's just, that's who he is. That's what greatness is. You know, when you can do your job and then do a little bit more, and people look at it and say, how the heck did he do that? That's greatness.
What do you think makes a good ball player?
I don't know.
You don't know?
By the way, the Super Bowl's in Tampa next year. I mean, let's just lay it all out there on the line. If this happens for Tampa, it would be just monumental.
That's some storybooks right there. Come on. It's so legendary, in fact, that you don't want to talk about it, to be honest with you. Bucs offseason started with a bang. Signed Tom Brady. It could be legendary, man. Could be.
I think it's time to put them in their place. I'ma have to set them straight. You don't know me. You don't know where I'm from or what I had to do to get this play. Hey, let me paint a picture. Everybody dissing, acting like it wasn't cool to listen. Now look at me. I say now look at me. Let me get it started.
Bucs fans, here's your new quarterback. After 20 seasons of building a dynasty in New England, Tom Brady is a Buccaneer. Chances are, you've probably seen plenty of Brady over the years. And chances are, he was probably doing something that looked like this.
Has time and then throws and then it's caught. Brady to throw. Caught for the touchdown. Brady up and over and touchdown.
Let's talk recency. The past 3 seasons, Brady's won 41 games, a Super Bowl, and an MVP trophy. But check this out. A career that's lasted 20 seasons. Nearly half of those have ended with a trip to the Super Bowl. Oh, it's true. He's rewritten the record books multiple times over. Good news for Bucs fans, there's still a massive chip on his shoulder.
We are not finished. We are not finished, fellas. Hey, we got 2 more in us, right? We ain't done. We are beating their ass for 60 minutes, right?
Will Brady run for it? They give him the whole field. Of all ways to get it done. Brady, plenty of time. Brady looking to the side. Touchdown!
I'm throwing everything quick tonight.
Brady throws, pass, caught. Touchdown! 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 The pass, perfect.
Way to go, baby. Way to see that.
I think it's time I put them in their place. I'ma have to set them straight. You don't know me. You don't know where I'm from or what I had to do to get this play. Hey, let me paint a picture. Everybody dissing, acting like it wasn't cool to listen. Now look at me. I say now look at me. Yeah.
To say that this is an exciting day for the Buccaneers organization and me personally, it would be a rather large understatement. Tom is quite simply the greatest quarterback to play the game of football, and anytime you can add someone of his caliber, you instantly make your organization better. He's a Buccaneer today, not for what he's done in the past, but for what we know he can accomplish here in the near future as well. And today we begin a new era for the Buccaneers that will define our franchise for many years to come.
You know, this is it's an exciting moment for me in my life. Something that's obviously very unique to me is it's the first time it's happened in 20 years. I obviously have a ton of trust and respect for Coach Arians, you know, for what Jason and what he's done to build the team and organization as is now.
You've had nothing but success in New England. What can you do to change things here in Tampa where they haven't been to the playoffs for as long as they have?
No one cares what you've done in the past. They don't care what you did last year or 5 years ago. You know, they hired me to do a job here, and I'm going to go in there and do it like you've always seen me do for a long time.
I've been very, very blessed as a coach to have been around some of the great ones and now to have the greatest one of all time. It was full bore ahead. Let's see what we got to do and see if we can get this done.
How attractive to you is Bruce's no risk it, no biscuit mentality?
There's some really talented players here on this offense. Guys like Mike and Chris, OJ, Cam, and Ronald Jones, and obviously the offensive line. I've watched this offense over a long period of time with a lot of different quarterbacks have a lot of success. It's a great offense for the quarterbacks, it's a great offense for the receivers, for the tight ends, for the running backs. It's a new program, and they're committed to winning, and I got to come in and do my part, and that's why I'm here.
As the national spotlight shines on Tampa Bay, a new reality is staring the Buccaneers in the face. During this time, it's important to establish a sense of normalcy, which brings Chris Godwin to a familiar place.
You want a treat, buddy? Hey. Hey, you want a treat? There you go. Good job, buddy. Just being able to kind of step away from everything that's going on, all the craziness in the world, all the change, that we've had going in the last 2 weeks, to come out here, take a deep breath, enjoy a little bit of the weather, walk some dogs, man, and just kind of get a little bit into like the routine of what we normally do.
It's all part of a bigger mission for the Team Godwin Foundation to help raise awareness for the animals that currently live in shelters and to ultimately get them adopted into loving homes.
This one's yours. I don't think I've ever saw a third that big. That look like the emoji.
People right now with the whole quarantine thing, people are like, oh my God, I have to stay in my house. Like, I can't do anything. It sucks, and it does. But then it's like for a shelter dog, they're in a kennel that's a lot of times, how big do you think kennels are?
Not
8
big.
feet, like back, like 8 feet deep, like they just sit there. So it's like if you have time and you can, even if if you can't adopt, you can foster. If you can't foster, you can volunteer. If you can't volunteer, you can donate.
Me and Mariah, we've been together for 8 years now, and she's my partner in crime, man. Like everything that we do, we just do it together, and I feel like that's so unique because, and with as much time as we spend together, I feel like most people get tired of each other, and thankfully we just haven't.
We recently just got engaged. We were out in Cape Town, South Africa, and really just enjoying everything that they have to offer out there. It was really beautiful. I'm sure she'll remember it forever. She loves mountains and stuff like that. So.
And he was shaking as if he didn't know the answer.
Oh,
After 9 years of spending every day together.
It's more nerves than anything else I've ever done. Use my hands for a living, but can't put a ring on.
So far, 2020 has been a year of change for Chris Godwin and the Buccaneers. They're a team ready to get back to work. But in the midst of a global pandemic, the days are running together, and the questions are piling up.
Like, what happens if our off-season program is canceled because nobody really knows what's going on? And I said to him, man, I think this is when you'll really see who actually cares about their craft and who doesn't, because it'll all show in the end.
We understand the world that we know has changed and may be changing for the foreseeable future, but we are still here to be a part of what is one of the great communal sports experiences of all time, the NFL Draft.
Raymond James Stadium is usually packed tonight, but a virtual draft means virtually anything is possible.
Tom, welcome to Florida, man. How you like that Florida life? I know you love the weather.
It's been pretty good. I tell you, got a couple jet skis.
If you want to know what not to do, Tom, I want you to Google DJ Khaled getting lost on jet ski.
All jokes aside, tonight, Jason Light and the Buccaneers scouting department are on a mission. The team has their quarterback, and now they need to surround him with young talent. Sitting at number 14, the Bucs make the first move of the night.
The 49ers are going to trade with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get Tom Brady more protection. Tampa to 13.
We were on the phone with the Niners well before their pick. We've been talking to them for a few days, along with a few other teams. So when you make that call, when they're on the clock, you don't have to start the conversation from square one.
So who is it then? Speculation on the team's first pick has been all over the place, but they have their sights set on the All-American tackle from Iowa.
Tristan.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Jason Knight, General Manager of the Buccaneers. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
We're doing great. We just moved up into San Fran's pick, and we traded up. We're gonna take you there. You're gonna be Buccaneer.
I love it.
Welcome to the club.
Thank you.
Welcome to the club, brother.
Thank you.
Hey man, we're excited, brother. Really excited. Man, just get yourself ready to take care of Tom Brady.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a pretty special moment, you know, when your phone starts vibrating, it kind of just, you get this like wave of, you know, excitement and fear and, you know, all these emotions, all the hard work and blood, sweat, and tears and everything, you know, coming together, and it's just a big wave of emotion. It was incredible.
Whoa, that was a smooth, easy 4.86.
He's got very good quickness. He's got very good feet, very good agility. He can run, which is a great asset for an offensive tackle to have.
He's coming from a program that is so similar to what we do, set-wise and pass protections, run game-wise. So I think he's ahead of the curve that way. Should allow us to put him in their lineup when he is ready.
It's a wrap on draft week, and it's undeniable. Bruce Arians and Jason Light have a little extra pep in their step. It could have something to do with the young talent that they plan to inject into an already promising roster. Or it could be the shockwave the Bucs gave the rest of the league when the week began.
Breaking news. Rob Gronkowski is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. No, really, I'm not kidding you. Rob Gronkowski is coming out of retirement, and the Patriots have agreed to terms on a deal that would send him to Tampa to be reunited with Tom Brady. It's Gronk and...
It was my first time off of sports, like in my whole entire life. It's, you know, my first time away from the game of football in about 15 years. I was trying to figure out myself, figure out about life and everything. And, you know, that's one thing that I found out about myself, is that I still have, you know, a lot left in the tank to give to the game of football, and that I enjoy playing it, and that's why I came back.
Wow, look at that baby. That's beautiful, man. That is beautiful, Brad. Wow. Yeah. And here we go, we got the white one right here. Ooh, this one's nice too. This one's real nice. And the red one's nice too. But wow, Mother's Day gift right here. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Oh, you just saved me.
Woo! And 3, 2, 1, go for it.
On behalf of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we'd like to recognize all the frontline workers for their hard work and sacrifices made this year. Thank you, and go Bucs.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
We'll get the jam going now that we're done.
Get the jams going.
There's many words you can use to describe Rob Gronkowski, but the best one just might be reliable. After 9 seasons in the league, Gronk has proven that when he's at his best, you won't find a better option.
I gotta catch every pass, baby. There's no excuses here, baby. Let's go.
I'ma get right in my bag. Why you gonna try to get mad? Everybody wanna keep up. Don't you know I move too fast? I'ma zip right past. Drip all on my swag. Why you trying to size me up? You don't wanna try your luck.
With Tom, man, we were just super pumped. Let me tell you this, like, to build chemistry with another player just doesn't come like that. You gotta build up that chemistry, and that chemistry was built up through the 9 years that we played together. We talked about how excited we were, but right away after the first 5 minutes, we said, all right, man, we gotta get to work, big dog, let's go.
Brady to Gronkowski, all the way. Brady lost one for Gronkowski.
The Bucs have their eyes set on the postseason this year, and lucky for them, that's where Gronk dominates. He has the most receiving yards and touchdowns by a tight end in postseason history. Add to that the most receptions and receiving yards by a tight end in Super Bowl history. Oh yeah, then there's this.
Where's the bell?
Oh, I left that at home because if I had it on me, the people can start pinning me.
You know, I'm the 24/7 WWE title champ right now. It's something special. I was a big WWE fan growing up, but now I gotta keep my head on a swirl.
It was short-lived, but until he gave up the title recently, Gronk was a two-sport champion.
BA, he was already talking about it. He wants to come and take my belt away from me. I'll be ready, BA. If he wants to, try something cheap, I can see that happening, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna be ready.
Level, we ain't never settle, nah. Level up, watch me level up, watch me level up, watch me.
Every day as a Tampa Bay Bucs, baby. Thank you so much, man.
What a day. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
That was great. Yeah, no problem. Thank you, guys.
We really need to get a little momentum, right? Like transfer that action, like get a little bit of that inertia of you setting your feet. It's not just like the arm throw.
Sure.
We'd love to get a shot here, like your hips cross, maybe just like one step with you throwing, just so we could get that X shape of your shoulders and hips. And then, all this other stuff, we want to work this a bit. All right, on you.
Football was my first love. It really was. For me to love it like that has enabled me to work hard at it. To work hard at it and learn lessons over the course of that time to work more efficiently.
Even if you just want to turn, right? Even if you start here and then just turn and throw that way.
We always have a choice of what we want to focus on.
Let's show this to the camera.
We could always focus on the thing that maybe didn't work or didn't go our way or this or that. Or you can focus on, what's positive in your life. I choose the joy. Sometimes when you lose, that's where you learn the most. You've got to be able to have enough mental toughness to push through whatever you need to play your best at the biggest moments. And that's what football is all about.
Nice.
One more.
I feel like, I've still made a lot of improvements, and I still feel like I can continue to do it at a championship level.